So I realized that Bad Boy did a lot. You know, the whole strong, brave female artist sort of thing was working. And Tamani was great and showed like a softer side and everything. But, you know, I had to keep up with that. And I was like, I'm sort of getting an idea of who Amani, the artist, is. So I continued writing and everything. And then I wrote Missing My Baby. And I even remember where I wrote it. I remember where I wrote it, exactly what I was doing.
Why are you missing the baby?
That song is deep. I don't think anybody really knows the truth behind that song.
Today is the day to tell it. Okay. Just a hint.
Later. I will
no
talk
problem.
about it.
Yeah, I love it. You at your pace.
So I wrote Missing My Baby and I was like, perfect. So I sent it to Lucas. It was a voiceover. And he's like, okay. He's like, come tomorrow. I'm like, And I go and it's like verses and I sing them. And he's like, We get into studio, I record it, and then he's like, you need to add something at the end. And that's the time that he came up and he's like, good.
And okay, I don't think it just came up. I think you had done so much work that it was building in you. Because that thing is so crowd friendly in terms of everybody just saying, you get what I mean?
Yes. So I guess like I'd done so much research. I was observing and listening so much that by the time I was getting to write, it was just coming naturally. And by then I had, I was more aware. I was just not being an artist. Kwanga mtu msanii. I'd even started reading books to enhance artistry and everything. I used to make time, go and buy books and read them. I'd gotten one of the books by Beatles, and the Beatles said, if you want to be a hit maker, you have to write as many songs as possible. So I knew that the more I wrote, the more I came across a hit.
Okay.
So I kept writing.
So Lucas tells you, first of all, that's brilliant from Lucas for him to say there's something missing.
He's like, it's a good song, but just add something here. And I add, and it's like, what's the bridge? And I'm like, I don't know. Sit down, think about it. Sat down, thought about it. He's like, man, not that bridge. Put another one. I did. And he went with the song. He stayed with it. Lucas alikana hiyo wimbo. Acha tu. Little did I know. This is what Lucas was doing. So as a DJ, he goes and skizishes his DJ friends. Hey, it's good, eh? Yeah, just wait for it. Goes back to the studio. I'm like, what is he doing? So there are DJs who had that song before I had heard it. Like they had already had the song. He had skizisha. Me, I didn't even know they had had the song. Yeah. Until one of them, it slipped. Like, when are you releasing that song? I'm like, what song? Like, the one Lucas, let me hear. I'm like, I haven't even had the final of that song. And they realized, I heard the final one. And I told him, when are we releasing? He's like, if you're doing an album, you have to wait until you have follow-up. I'm like, the mental torture. Like, Bad Boy, Tamani, now there's Missing My Baby. Now, what you're telling me is that I need like 3 others. Okay, gotcha. So then we worked towards the album because we felt...
No releasing?
We had to meet. No, there's no releasing.
That song wasn't released?
Then it was, at that point in time, it wasn't released.
Okay, yes.
Like we were
I know
it was delayed.
Yeah. Okay.
So... Because
he said you wanted more meat into the album.
Yes. So we now started working in the album, like meat, because it had to be a follow-up and all that. Then I did Tonight.
Tonight?
Tonight for me was my vision of what a Pan-African song would sound. After Tonight, there was meant to be another song that was meant to be a follow-up of Tonight. Yes, but it never got released. But it was a lovely song. It's in the album though. So that was meant to be there. So
what was released first? Missing My Baby or Tonight?
Even before Missing My Baby, I think I did some other collaborations in between there.
Okay, let's talk about. I don't want you to. Like which collaboration with the Uganda guys? Did you do?
No. That came much later.
Okay.
In between then, had I released Missing My Baby? No, that came after. Sorry, no, it came after. So with Missing My Baby, I knew there was going to be a big song, and I was still doing my research, and yes, I was going to have an album, Then I realized something in the industry. Then gospel was gaining a lot of ground. Gospel ndio sasa inaanza ku.
Yep.
I'm thinking, chai. Mungu tanayo. Tenda 1 kilometer kuja kupita. That's how it goes. So I was like, hey, gospel guys, ile moto anakuja nayo wacha tu. And then that point in time, Esther Home was really doing well, and I met her at a concert, and she was like, hey, come. And I went over to then her office stroke where she used to do her stuff.
Anniversary tours.
Yeah, anniversary tours, the basement. And I noticed something. I noticed that she was not doing an album. She was doing a video album. And I was like, video album? So I asked her why. She told me, unajua uko downtown, ni video inauza. Sio CD album. I'm like, huh? Tell me more. And she told me more. And I made a trip down to River Road, and I saw what was going on. It was video album, video album,
VCD.
I'm like, hey. I'm like, fine, I'll release a CD. But VCD ni lazima. So you see, now I've switched from, okay, fine, we're doing album, but we also have to do VCD. So the album was going to have like 11 songs, but VCD I was going to do 7 videos. And by that point in time, I only had Bad Boy and Talk to You. So I had to do 5 more. So now I'm back. I was like, okay, CD, Lucas atashughulikia hiyo mambo, VCD ni mimi sasa. So every penny I got at that point in time, I shot a video. Yeah.
Because now the aim is this VCD.
Yeah, I was like VCD because I could see, then the concert scene was very ripe. Guys were performing and everything, and I could see Esther Home was literally everywhere.
Yep.
Every single place. And I was like, man, there's something she's doing that is right.
I love the fact, first of all, that's such a huge fact. I mean, I've got to commend Esther for that. I love the fact that within women, there was collaboration. The fact that
Esther is a lovely soul.
You guys are different genres.
Yeah.
There's gospel and then
Esther,
there's you, Bad Boy.
Esther, that time, yes, I'm singing. And she's just telling me in Kikuyu. She's like, where can you
Yeah.
You're meant to sing for God. So she kept telling me you're meant to be a gospel artist.
Yeah.
She's like, you can still turn. I'm like, I just got my hip. Just do it. I just got my hip. Now. I love Jesus, but so, I don't know. I think that time, I always say the path that will take you through certain things there for a reason.
Yeah.
So don't get too hung. I don't get too hung up on some of that stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember being there, and yes, I was getting gigs, I was performing and everything. But
and you're not just performing; you are throwing down those performances.
Yes.
In fact, before we knew Size 8 for the performance on stage, there was Amani who was known for. I think you had 2 dancers. You'd always have you'd have your 2 dancers. Yeah.
So I just used to go on stage and I used to have fun, and it was just not about just dancing just like that. It was all choreographed and premeditated. So I'm in basement with Esther, and she introduced me to people. She's like, do you know this girl? That was Emmy Koske. And I'm like, no. She's like, anaimba song poa za kikale. This one, she's really good. And I'm like, okay. Then I met Jimmy Getty, like, ata huyu, this one is really good. I'm like, okay. Surprisingly, all those artists went on to become very huge gospel artists. So yes. So she's
Esther
telling me,
played a huge mentorship role in that.
Yes.
Yep.
So she's like, you can get born again. It's not too late. I'm like, I'll think about it. And I think the more she mounted pressure, I just disappeared. Because I was like,
I'm not going back to that.
Pale tumefika. Acha tu tuendelee.
So I still want to hear about the day you released Missing My Baby.
So Missing My Baby is coming out, and Lucas is like, this one is going to look good, so let's do a good video. I'm like, okay, sawa. So we did different locations for Missing My Baby.
Again, shot by Lucas.
Did, I think, Ole Polo's part of it. Did one in my house. Did some of it in Dar es Salaam.
Whoa, you even went to Dar to shoot?
Yeah.
Like you left Dar to go and shoot. I mean, you left Kenya to go to Dar to shoot. Or
Those are show.
Those are gigs.
Those are gigs. So let's go shoot in Dar es Salaam.
Yep.
So I went to Dar es Salaam, shot the video for that. And the song came out and this one was big.
Kuna vile ningependa kukuona, nikwambie vile nimeshinda, nikueleze yalo moyoni. Kuna vile natamani kuwa nawe, uwe karibu nami, niwe karibu nawe. But you are far away, so far away, so far from me. Roho yaumia, I am missing my baby. Roho yaumia, I am missing my baby.
Now this was.
Now it felt like it felt with Ninanoki. And there's no feature.
There's no feature.
So I was like, yeah.
Actually, my Nastahidi, this is like the first song that you're doing.
As me.
Yep. But also, I like what you're saying when you said it felt like Ninanoki. This one was big.
Yeah.
Bei enda juu.
Lazima. Kabei kanapanda tu. Increase kidogo.
Yep.
So,
and you also segmented your space as the biggest female artist. I think it's you and Wahoo now battling it amongst each other.
Yes.
And same stable. Kulikuwa na beef. Don't be it.
Guys wanted beef. The media wanted beef. The media looked for beef. Everybody around us wanted beef. They were hungry for beef. They're like, please do something, both of you. Fight. You don't want them? I'm like, no. Sad. Fight. They really wanted beef between us. And I feel like till today, they still want some sort of beef. Fight. But I think I came from that perspective of I had a respect for her as an artist.
Yep.
She's an amazing artist. And it's hard for you to get into some girl catfight of,
Yep.
if you respect that person as an artist.
Because Wahoo was dropping jams.
Only.
Liar,
and
on
stage, on stage, she was really, really good.
Actually, can I ask this? Were you jealous? Did you be like, look, she's got her sounds.
No.
Same stable. Okay.
No.
You were just concentrating on you.
I was concentrating on me.
Okay.
Because you see, that's her sound. And I have my identity. You get. And you just can't keep at it thinking about so and so and everything. You have your own sound as an individual. And she was good on stage. She had everything going. She was an ex-model. She was good on stage and she could write songs and sing them really good. So she had the full thing going on for herself. And what gave me hope was the fact that she was able to hold her own on stage. She was pretty good. And I was like, you know what? I can do this too.
That's really cool. I like that. I like the positivity side aspect on which you.
But I have to say, the media, they did everything to make it look like they're fighting now. Fight. You go for interviews, guys are like, you and Nameless. I'm like, this guy is like a big brother, surely. I mean.
Actually, let's talk about this era of the media playing a role, because now we're talking about pulse and bars and I'm just going to be real. That era was it was about sleaze. What are we getting that is going to cause controversy?
I thank God there's no Instagram then, because it would have been something else. But they really were, until it got to a point, there was so much that was being said on my side. There was so much that was being said on her side, until mnakutana show mko zile za hi.
Oh.
But you can't ask her, did you? And she can't come to me and go like, did you? No.
Did you guys ever get to sit down and talk about this?
We haven't. Maybe we should. Because I feel like there was so much that was being done on one side and the other side, and people really wanted that beef. They really wanted it. They looked for it.
Yo, that's crazy.
They really looked, walitafuta, walikuwa naitaka, But for me, I was like, she's an amazing artist, and what will it gain me for me to just, get into that position. It would also wouldn't look good.
Yep. Wouldn't even help.
It wouldn't help.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, not running over this, missing my baby like that. This was big. You're right when you say it was. It maybe not. It made you feel. This feels Ninanokish.
I was like, this feels like Nanoki now.
Your phone was ringing. You're back to doing more than 1 gig a week.
I'm back to doing more than 1 gig a week, and this time it's not just in Kenya. The gigs were increasing outside Kenya. So the gigs were many outside Kenya.
And now you're living off this.
I'm living off this.
Comfortably.
Yes. It was a lot of Tanzania, a lot of Uganda.
Whoa.
Yeah.
How's the response out there as compared to...
Amazing. TZ was amazing. And then TZ, I didn't know this, but Tamani was also a hit in TZ. But wasn't quite a hit in Uganda because it was very Swahili.
Yes.
So it was catching on. In
Talking about TZ, AY.
Yeah. So that's around my many trips to Tanzania. Actually met AY at the studio. Yeah.
At Homeboys. Not at Homeboys, at Ogopa.
Yeah.
So he came.
He was coming to record. I don't know what he was recording. Yeah.
And then you decided to... Because he also recorded with...
I recorded with AY.
Yeah, you recorded with AY, and he also recorded with this group from Ogopa as well. The chicks... Tattoo.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And how was... Did you shoot a video for the song you recorded with AY?
Yes, I did.
Was it his songs?
I did. I featured in his song and he's featured in my song.
Listen, siku rock you around you mbali. Unapenda wendo yako fahari. Nakosa rock isafiri ukiwa mbali. Unajua moyo nako kujali.
Kila unaposafiri moyo wangu hulia. Kila unaponiaga huwa sina raha. Hakuna mwingine ninayehitaji, hakuna mwingine ninayetamani, hakuna mwingine ninayehitaji, hakuna mwingine ninayetamani. Usiwe mbali nami, mpenzi, usiwe mbali nami, mpenzi, usiwe mbali nami, mpenzi. I need you in my life. Unaponipigia chozi lanitoka, ninapowaza penzi la mbali niache ama nivumilie. Usiwe mbali nami, mpenzi, usiwe mbali nami, mpenzi, usiwe mbali nami.
Listen, siku rock you around you mbali. Unapenda wendo yako fahari. Nakosa rock isafiri ukiwa mbali. Unajua moyo nako kujali. Napo kwenye moyo unanipa mani. Hata kwenye kiri unanipa madini. Uko juu sana baby, hasa kwenye tulivu. Pendo tu lako lili wanashuka na wivu. Weni zaidi ya mpenzi, rafiki sana. Sitategemea hata siku moja tanikana. Tumedumu toka enzi za toto sana. Inaonyesha jinsi gani tulivyoshibana tangu zamani. AY na Amani akwambe wamini juu wala si chini na kazi ya pili na Ogopa DJs toka bongo paka na mjini ha.
Usiwe mbali nami,
Usiwe mbali nami,
mpenzi, usiwe mbali nami, mpenzi, usiwe mbali nami, mpenzi. I need you in my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sawa, tuendelee. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Polly, you've got many hits. Don't mind us.
So Missing My Baby became big. I frequented Tanzania a lot and Uganda too. And that was now became a lot of gigging. Then I got an opportunity right after Missing My before Missing My Baby became like really, really huge. Yeah. I got an opportunity. There's a lady who was doing a production in Norway, and she was looking for people to feature in the production. And